Let me show you how to turn a $1 box of frozen spinach into my favorite steakhouse side dish. All I did was microwave it according to the directions on the back, wrung out all the water, then I melted some butter with garlic, crushed red pepper flakes, let it get nice and fragrant, and added the spinach in with half a block of cream cheese, about a cup of freshly grated Parmesan, some salt and pepper, mix it together. Eat this with a steak. It is so good. If you try it, let me know what you think.
Bagel dogs totally remind me of my childhood in Chicago, so let's make a keto-friendly version that the whole family is gonna love. You're gonna need our fathead dough, a package of hot dogs, and everything but the bagel seasoning. If you have not made our fathead dough, the recipe is pretty early on in our channel, and it's gonna make anywhere between 6 and 8 hot dogs, just however many was in your package. So we're gonna make 6. Roll out 6 even balls of dough, then pat one down and form it around each of your hot dogs, laying on a baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. Then egg wash each, and then top it off with the very best seasoning, everything but the bagel seasoning. And we love ours from Trader Joe's. Then you're gonna pop these bad boys in the oven, 400 degrees for 15 minutes or until golden brown. I will tell you, childhood memories came flooding in. We served these with some pickles, mustard, and sugar-free ketchup from Guy Gone Keto. Their spicy garlic one is bomb. And like and follow us for more easy recipes.
This batch of Flourless peanut butter banana chocolate chip bars were gone in less than 24 hours in my house. Only 7 ingredients and 1 bowl. Mix together 2 mashed bananas, peanut butter, maple syrup, egg, cinnamon, baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Then fold in your chocolate chips. Of course, top with more chips and bake at 325 for around 20 minutes. I feel no guilt, mostly wholesome ingredients, so you better love your life.
Just listen to this beautiful pot pie. Now to make it, melt some butter in your pot, then saute your diced veggies until softened. Add some flour and toast it for a few minutes, then add in fresh herbs, chicken broth, black pepper, garlic powder, and salt. Once this thickens, turn off the heat and add in cooked chicken, heavy cream, milk, and peas. Fill your oven-safe dish with puff pastry and then spoon in your filling. Cover with more puff pastry, then brush on some egg wash. Cut 2 slits in the center, then bake until golden. Enjoy!
I'm gonna make some crispy. I kind of like to call these cracked potatoes, but they're just unbelievable. Add your water, vinegar, and salt. Add it to a bowl. You're gonna boil your baby golden potatoes for 12 minutes till they're soft. Then you're gonna add them to a pan covered with aluminum foil. Mash down with the bottom of a cup or whatever you want to use to make them flat. Carefully take them off the bottom of the cup. Repeat this for all of them. Then you're gonna spray with nonstick cooking spray. Add your garlic powder, sea salt. Add to the oven at 475 degrees Fahrenheit for 13 minutes. Flip. Add in there for another 10 to 12 minutes, and then it's time to enjoy, my friends. Dip it in the ketchup.
Things I ate to lose over 100 pounds, part 5, breakfast edition. Avocado toast. Top a rice cake with a fried egg and avocado rose because you're fancy, and everything but the bagel seasoning.
Today, making creamy Tator Tot Casserole. Start by making the cream sauce. Add 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Fill that same can with milk and add to the bowl. Add 3/4 of a cup of sour cream, 1/3 of a cup of cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and chopped scallions. Whisk to combine. Put 1 bag of defrosted tater tots into a 9x13 baking dish. Pour the cream sauce over the tater tots and mix to coat. Sprinkle 8 ounces of mild cheddar over the top, cover with foil, and bake at 400 degrees for 30 minutes.
I'm starving, so I'm going to show you guys one of my go-to nourish bowls that's just filled with so many good things. Step 1, base. I usually just use like brown rice, because yummy. Step 2, fill that bitch up with all of your favorite veggies. For me, it's going to be asparagus, roasted broccoli, I'm so excited, and purple sweet potato. If you don't like sweet potato, try purple sweet potato, because I didn't really like sweet potato, and then I had the purple sweet potato. It tastes way better to me. It's less pumpkin-y. And of course, protein. I usually just stick with chicken because it's basic and easy. I like to add in some sauerkraut because I love the taste, and also it's a natural probiotic. Now this is the key ingredient, the bitchin' sauce. It's the cilantro and chili. Oh my gosh, it makes any bowl or veggies so much better. Big dollop of that. And look at all those colors. We love to see that.
This is how you make one of my all-time favorite summer side dishes. Full recipe is in my new ebook. Start with a large head of cauliflower and chop it up into florets and roast it in the oven with about half a pack of bacon. While both of those are in the oven, chop up some celery, green onions, dill, and hard-boiled eggs. Mix that with the roasted cauliflower, equal parts mayo, Greek yogurt, a little bit of mustard, apple cider vinegar, and a big pinch of salt and pepper. Mix it up, let it get cold, add in the chopped bacon. It's so good. Let me know what you think if you try it.
This is the best salmon I have ever had in my entire life. Beer salmon pinwheels. Remove the skin from the salmon. Combine cream cheese, minced garlic, and diced jalapenos. Spread your cream cheese mixture onto your salmon. Top with some fresh spinach. Roll your salmon to the best of your ability. Slice into sections. Add the extra mixture to the areas where you need more cream cheese. Add butter and drizzle with honey. Pour your favorite beer around the edges. Bake at 350 for 20 minutes. Then broil on high until nice and brown. Baste with your beer and your butter. And voila!
There is something about the weekend that makes me crave comfort food, and today we're making cheeseburger casserole. It's so delicious, so easy to make, and tons of flavor. So we're going to start with some tater tots, and we're going to go ahead and bake those in the oven until they're golden and crispy. While they're baking, we're going to take some ground meat. You could do ground beef or ground turkey, whichever one you prefer, and we're going to saute it. We're going to add some seasonings. I like to add salt and pepper, and then I do some garlic powder and some onion powder. And then we're going to add some actual onion to that ground meat too, and saute until it's tender. And then we're going to sprinkle it on top of our already baked tater tots. And then you want to push it around, make sure it's all in one even layer. And then we're going to add lots of cheese. Add whatever kind you have on hand. I like to do cheddar cheese because it's like a cheeseburger. And then we're going to bake that for just a few seconds until the cheese is melted. And then we're going to add all the toppings that we want. I like to add a little special sauce on top. And then that's it. It's so delicious. For the full recipe, visit easydinnerideas.com.
Look, BLTs are great, but this BLT is legendary. Now let's go! Sheet pan, parchment, and bacon. Always bake your bacon at 400 degrees. If you don't believe me, just go read the comments. Butter up some sourdough bread, and just rain down a little rosemary salt. If you know, you know. Medium heat pan, toast up that bread. Pull the bread off when it looks like this. Took about 4 minutes. Slice up some tomato, about a 1/4 inch. Always a little bit of salt and Sergeant Gilbert. On the tomato, I'm doing avocado too. Baking took 20 minutes for me, just drain it. Let's build. Basil, garlic, parmesan, mayonnaise. Oh, avocado here on the bottom. Now go to town with the bacon. Tomatoes up here, and butter lettuce. Cap it. Slight pressure. Oh, don't mind me, fridge. I'm just sweeping right here. That's as good as it gets, my friends. Until next time, you know I love you and I'm out.
I know we've all heard of pineapple upside down cakes, but have you heard of mini peach upside down cakes? Reach your muffin tin and put small squares of butter and sprinkle brown sugar. Next, slice up your peaches and add a few pieces into each tin. Add baking powder and baking soda to your flour and mix. Next, you'll go ahead and mix your butter and sugar right in together. Not so fast, we still have a couple steps. Mix your egg and vanilla extract together. Next, mix in half of the flour mixture. And now you'll want to go ahead and add in some buttermilk and mix it right on in. Add the rest of your flour mixture, and then you'll go ahead and fold in some white chocolate chips. Using an ice cream scoop, add the batter to each tin. Bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Follow me for more.
Big shout out to Quack Spots for this incredible firecracker shrimp recipe. I saw these and I just had to make them. Start by deveining a pound of the biggest shrimp you can get. You're going to butterfly these with a sharp knife, and this is going to give them more surface area and allow for more breading to stick to give that extra crunch. Pat those shrimp dry, then make your seasoning flour dredge and whisk that until thoroughly combined. For your wet, add some buttermilk to 2 eggs along with a bit of your seasoning flour. Then dredge your shrimp in the seasoning flour, then your wet batter, and finally panko. Then fry those at 375 for 3 to 4 minutes or until golden brown. In a bowl, add all your ingredients for that spicy, tangy firecracker sauce, which is going to pair so well with that crispy shrimp. Pour it all over and give them a good toss to evenly coat. Top these off with some freshly chopped scallions and enjoy.
Street corn smashed potatoes, let's make them. Boil some potatoes until they're fork tender, about 10 to 12 minutes. Then place them on a baking sheet with a whole bunch of olive oil. Smash them with the bottom of a cup and then season them with salt, pepper, and Trader Joe's everything but the elote seasoning. Bake at 450 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes, flipping halfway through, just making sure they get super nice and crispy. Then you're going to cook up some corn, a jalapeno, some of that elote seasoning, and chili lime seasoning until it's nice and browned. The sauce is just mayo, sour cream, lime juice, salt, and Cholula. Mix that up. Then prepare your potatoes. You're going to start with the potatoes, then some of the sauce, then the corn, then more sauce, then cotija cheese, some lime juice, cilantro, chili lime seasoning, and enjoy.